Hello, my name is Olivia Simpson. Today I will talk about the cons of Zoom. I was curious about what cons Zoom had. You really only hear about the pros. Examples being Zoom being free, working from home is easier, not wearing pants. But I found many cons as well. The cons I'll explain today are Zoom's costly subscriptions, Zoom dysmorphia, and Zoom bombing. Firstly, the app Zoom by itself is free. Zoom, however, is a business and they need to make money as well. The way they do this is by having a lot of additional ads and subscriptions. The most basic Zoom plan is an unlimited amount of meetings but with ads. If this were a business meeting or a school meeting, that just wouldn't work. Other subscriptions Zoom has are 2 monthly prepaid call plans and 1 yearly prepaid call plan. The first one is a $20 a month prepaid call plan. In this subscription, you pay an initial cost of $20 and then an additional cost of $10 for every month and user. The second prepaid call plan is the $100 a month plan. You have an initial cost of $100 and then an additional cost of $10 for month and user. The yearly plan has $1,200 initial cost and then $120 cost for the month and user. Every additional number is a $5 a month cost and a $60 month yearly cost. So you can see, especially with some of the more expensive call plans, how this could cost a business or a school a lot of money. My second point is about Zoom dysmorphia. Dysmorphia is a mental illness that causes a person to focus on their personal appearance. During the pandemic, when Zoom and other apps like it were strongest, people noticed that more people were seeking cosmetic surgery. This is because people were self-conscious from looking at the reflection in Zoom calls so much. The camera distorts our faces in a way that makes our nose and our eyes look off. The most common cosmetic surgery people wanted were a surgery to make their eyes look bigger, their nose look smaller, and jaw lifts. My final point is the lack of security in Zoom calls. During the start of the pandemic, many companies and schools were forced into online meetings. Because of this, the different apps that people used were forced to have millions of people use them, and they weren't really ready for that. During this time, the term Zoom bombing was created. Zoom bombing is the act of hacking into a private meet and sharing material that is lewd, obscene, racist, or hateful in a number of different ways. Since July, Zoom has implemented a number of security protocols, but including password-locked meets. But sadly, they haven't been enough. A recent example being an online event hosted in Italy that was interrupted by a really lewd video. In conclusion, Zoom is a good app, but it has a long way to go before it's completely user-friendly. The points I used today are Zoom's endless subscriptions, Zoom dysmorphia, and Zoom bombing. Now that you know some of Zoom's faults, I hope you'll think twice before hopping on that meet. Thank you.